guys now know. And I'm going to talk about hybrid cars today. So I have a hybrid car, I love it. And people always ask questions about hybrid cars, so I'm going to educate you guys a little bit about what they're all about, how they work. Because a lot of people don't really know how they work. So, the first question I always get on every single time someone says, oh, you have a Prius, okay. Do you have to plug it in? No. You don't have to plug the car in. I don't go home at night and get an extension cord and plug it in and say, you know, okay, I'm ready for tomorrow. The car uses special, it has like a splitter, so it splits energy from either the regular engine or from the battery. So we're going to talk about that. And a lot of people say, is it on? So when I get into how the car works, you're going to see why people ask that question. Anytime anyone ever drives my car, they say, oh, wait, is the car on? Like, what's going on? So those are some questions people ask. And hopefully after today, you guys will understand how that works. Okay, so the car. We're going to talk about how the car works. The car has a battery. It's in the trunk. It's actually located in the trunk of the car. So if I ever had to jumpstart the car, I'd have to go into the trunk. In the front of the car is the engine. So what the car does, whenever you're braking or whenever you're coasting, right? Does everybody know what coasting is? Because people have no idea what coasting means in the car. So when your foot's not on the gas or it's on the brake, it's taking that energy, because you're creating energy by braking, and putting it in the battery. So then you'll see the battery fills up. When you're going at a speed, it's either on the highway or if you're just going under, I think, 25 miles per hour, it's only using battery power. So sometimes you're on the highway and the battery's full, so it'll start using the battery energy. But if you're going really fast and you have a heavy foot, it's going to be using the gas in your car. So I average about 43 miles per gallon.
Wow.
So pretty good, right?
Yes.
What do you guys average in your cars? What do you think you average per gallon?
26, I get 10.
We get about 4 gallons to the mile.
Okay. So actually I have a story. I drove to North Carolina to surprise my uncle for his birthday, 15th birthday. We took my car. My mom hates sitting in the car for a long time, but she felt comfortable because the car doesn't really make all that much noise. And we only had to stop for gas once the whole way down. So 600 miles, we only had to fill up once.
Wow.
Pretty amazing.
It's impressive.
So if we took a trip to Florida, as I know some people sometimes drive down to Florida, you probably have to fill up maybe 3 times at the most. So pretty good. So you cut down time too because you don't have to stop so often. Now the reason why people ask if it's on is because the engine actually shuts off when you stop. So if I'm backing out or if I'm at a light, the engine shuts off. It's very, very quiet. And that also saves on gas. So when you're idling. If you're stuck in traffic, I was stuck in traffic for about half an hour at Sandy Hook because they were doing some sort of construction, and I didn't use any gas at all. So it helps too. So they're pretty awesome cars. As you see from this diagram here, you'll see how there's a splitter. The battery's in the back, the engine's in the front, and it's transferring that energy based on how you're driving the side. So that's a Prius, which is what I drive. The new Prius has a solar sunroof, so when you're parked in a spot and it's really, really hot, so when the temperature in the car, inside the car, reaches a certain point, it'll actually turn the fans on to cool the car. That's kind of cool too, so when you get in the car, it's not, 150 degrees, and then you're using a lot of air conditioning. That's another new feature. Porsche actually came out with the Porsche Cayenne hybrid, so that's cool, because now we're going to luxury cars that are hybrids too, because usually people say, oh, they're just green-friendly people that have hybrid cars, but as Lexus and Porsche and there's even another kind of cool car, which is this one. It's called the Karma. It's a very sporty-looking car. That's a plug-in only, it doesn't use gas at all. So in the future, we're going to have a lot more hybrid cars out on the road. And that's a Lexus hybrid.
What's the price of them?
Well, they're more expensive. But that actually leads me into the next thing. The price for the cost to drive 25 miles in
Who likes the Lexus
Prius.
one?
Yeah, the Lexus one. Lexus, I'm not sure about the price. I think it's in 40, 50s. But the money that you save on gas actually weighs out for the amount of money that you're paying for the hybrid component of the car. So the cost to drive 25 miles in a Prius is $1.57. So that's pretty good. This is on fueleconomy.gov. And some of the other cars we were talking about. So right now the Prius has the best fuel economy as far as any car in the market. The 2011 Prius has the best. That one gets 50 combined, 51 city, 48 highway. And some of the other ones are the Lexus CT gets 43 city and 40 highway, so 42 combined, which is pretty good for Lexus. The least fuel efficient cars are the, we have Aston Martin, and that gets 11 and 17. That's pretty bad. And then there's some also SUVs on this list as well. That's on fueleconomy.gov. Today's gas prices, which went up overnight somehow, we got $3.13, and this is right in our area, as the best for regular. So, not that great. And that's on, you can find it on gasbuddy.com. So as I said, the Prius has the best fuel economy right now. And they're definitely worth driving, and they're fun too. And it's not slow. You can definitely get a lot of acceleration out of the car.
You're saying like going down hills or anything, it charges the battery as it goes down the hill?
Exactly.
Really? So
Yeah.
I guess these are
What's
pretty...
the cost of the car?
The car, the Prius, fully loaded is about $35. But it also retains its value. So my car's in 07 has 80,000 miles on it, and it's worth about $15,000 right now. So.
How do repair costs?
That's a good question, actually. It's not bad. Oil changes every 5,000 miles, and just regular oil changes, whatever the regular one is. The battery never needs to be replaced. I think it's warranted for 200,000 miles. The lights are the special light, but yeah, and you never have to replace them because they cost $200 each to replace. So I think they cover those too. There's no timing belt, so that's not something that you need to replace. And the brakes you have to change every 100,000 miles. So a lot less maintenance than the other car. Alright, so that's it. You guys, what questions do you guys have?
Pretty.
Alright, thank you.
A Ford Escape, right? Isn't there also a Ford
Yeah.
Escape?
But you get, because it's heavier, you get less.
Yeah, this I have.
How does this compare to
too,
diesel
right?
cars?
Yeah.
So for instance, I know people with diesel cars and swear by diesel cars in terms of their mileage, and also decrease repair. And there's also a new diesel engine now that runs off of also vegetable oil, so you can,
Right.
switch back and forth between vegetable oil and
They're researching like hybrid diesel, which is going to be a lot more fuel efficient. And I think that it gets like 100 miles per gallon. That was the latest thing I checked out. So that's going to be exciting. And think about the noise too, like when you live in an area that has high traffic, because the car has less noise, maybe it brings the value of your house up too, because you don't have all that, like parking noise. I live very close to the parkway.
That's Toyota makes that, right?
Yeah.
Were there any recalls on it?
There were, but they fixed it. So, yeah. I never had a
only
car.
like 10 people died though. It wasn't.
No, 7.
Horrible.
3 people
And two
still
families of
hospitalized.
6.
Two families, yeah,